want to see something really scary? You bet.
Hello and welcome to the Horror Shelf, the YouTube series that celebrates the glory of horror cinema. I'm John Campbell.
I'm Kinsey Campbell.
All right, Kinsey, we're here for our May. This is our, we're well past Mother's Day as this is coming out. But this was sort of a Mother's Day tie-in episode to some extent because we are watching Rosemary's Baby.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mother and child movie.
Okay. Like Baby Boom?
It's kind of like Baby Boom, and by that I mean
Boom.
it's nothing like Baby Boom.
No.
This is from 1968. It's a film, of course, by Roman Polanski.
Mm-hmm.
We won't get into Roman Polanski stuff. That's not what we're here to talk about. But this is a classic that you've never seen.
No.
Do you know anything about this movie?
Is it an evil baby?
I'm not going to tell you anything about it.
I don't know much about it.
Do you know who's in it?
Isn't it Mia Farrow?
Mia Farrow and John Cassavettes.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's based on a novel.
Right.
Very famous novel as well, adapted by Polanski.
There was just a prequel of it? Is it a prequel?
Yeah, there was a prequel.
Okay.
There was the weird prequel about the apartment that they live in this movie.
Yeah.
That's basically like, hey, weird stuff happened before Rosemary and her husband moved in.
Yeah. So.
And you're like,
so
wait a minute, the apartment's the villain?
Is John Cassavetes her husband?
Yes.
Who I know from Columbo.
You know from the one episode of Columbo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good Columbo.
It's actually my favorite Columbo.
That's not surprising.
Of the whole series. I'm a huge John Cassavetes fan, both as an actor and a filmmaker. I don't think you've ever seen any movie he made.
I don't think so.
A lot of them have Peter Falk in them.
Oh, they actually have Columbo.
That's why because he was one of his best friends, and yeah.
So that was like a fun thing of, hey, you'll come do a Columbo.
Yes, it's also the only episode that Peter Falk directed.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
This is just a Columbo podcast now.
It's always about to be a Columbo podcast. I will say
YouTube show.
we have Columbo the cat with us. He's always with us. He's asleep right now. But yeah, we're both big, and in particular, I live and breathe the series Columbo. I think it's one of the greatest shows ever made. And yeah, the John Cassavetes episodes. But yes, this is John Cassavetes in this movie, who was an actor and a filmmaker as well. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is a Polanski film. So I don't want to tell you too, because I wanted to ask how much you know, because I don't want to tell you too much about this.
I'm assuming she has a baby.
There is a baby in it.
Or if that's just to trick me.
No. Oh, the baby's but a metaphor for you will get a young Grodin in this picture as well.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God, she's having a baby.
Yeah.
It's Rosemary's baby.
Well, at least it's not a dog.
Oh, no, we're not dog people.
Because he's not a dog person.
I know how much you guys have. I've seen the comments. More impressions. Yeah. What they keep saying. More impressions. More obscure impressions.
Yeah, specifically of him in Beethoven.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah.
Beethoven, you're wrecking the yard. Oh, no, Beethoven.
Yeah.
Yeah, which we have talked about until recently. You only thought of Grodin as the father from Beethoven, which makes me sad.
That I grew up watching Beethoven.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite movies as a kid.
Yeah, and Charles Grodin, who's an amazing
actor. And so that's what I knew him as.
Late in career, like after he's done all this acclaimed stuff.
Yeah.
Then he's in Beethoven. You're like, oh, you're the guy from Beethoven.
There's a few people like that, though. Of my references,
because they're all the 90s stuff they did. And you're like, oh, right, they're an old guy. It's like, oh, they were a movie star.
Yeah, like I don't think
20,
of them as
30
that.
years before that. Anyway, there's a TV movie sequel of this as well as a mini series they made of this.
So you could now watch the prequel,
Mm-hmm.
then watch this, and then watch the made-for-TV
because
sequel.
Both of those definitely have the same cachet as this does. Yeah.
So you could do the whole trilogy.
The made-for-TV sequel, which I'm now remembering exists, is called "Look What's Happened to Rosemary's Baby."
Good God, that's terrible. What? How did that get past everyone? Is like, yes, that should be the title.
Look what's happened to Rosemary's Baby.
That feels like a parody of Rosemary's Baby.
I do like the first user review is just, look what's happened to a horror masterpiece.
Has anyone ever called it a trilogy? Or to ever say,
no, I mean, the fact I
trilogy.
forgot that sequel exists maybe tells you. But yes,
look what's happened.
I have never watched any of the other connected stuff. I've never seen that movie. I didn't watch the prequel, and I did not watch Zoe Saldana do the miniseries version.
Oh, geez.
You remember that?
No.
For 2014, NBC.
So that must have been not that long ago.
It was Zoe Saldana as Rosemary and Patrick J. Adams as her husband.
What?
Yeah, 2014, and they did it as a 4-hour, 2-night miniseries.
Wow,
event.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, because it made zero impression on anyone. Because I will say, this is fairly untouchable as a classic. I mean, this is one of those like undeniable classics of the genre and just classic films in general. It would be very hard to remake this. It's a little bit like remaking Psycho, which of course they did.
They did.
And
they did that.
It went so well, too.
Well, that's one of the weirdest remakes.
That one's got a lot of weird stuff about it.
Very weird.
Because obviously Psycho is one of my favorite movies, and that remake it exists.
Yeah,
it's in color. That seemed to be the main reason to do it for some reason. But anyway,
that was the main problem with Psycho.
Have you seen a Roman Polanski film? Because I know you haven't seen Chinatown, which is obviously my favorite movie of his.
I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna guess no as well. Yeah, I would. No, I don't think you have. Obviously, he's a legendary filmmaker. There's things about him that, like I said, we don't really need to get into for the purposes of this. Oh, wait, you've seen Frantic with Harrison Ford.
Oh, yeah. Where was his wife?
Yeah.
Where did his wife go?
He did lose his wife in that. Yes.
I mean, the woman just vanishes.
That's right. Polanski did direct Frantic, and you did watch that because it had an 80s Harrison Ford.
Oh, man, an 80s Harrison Ford.
Whose wife and or family is missing / taken?
Yeah.
Never.
That never happened to him.
All right. So without that, because I don't want to spoil too much here, so we're going to do a lot after the fact. We'll talk about this movie. But, of course, if you want to watch the movie along with us and get all of Kinsey's reactions, and some of mine, but mainly you because this is the first time you're seeing it, you can head over to our Patreon page, which is at the bottom of the screen, patreon.com/punchupent. That's punchup ENT. They said you get to watch the movie along with us as well as get our exclusive patron series, Horror Shelf Presents Second Stab, which is where you watch horror movies for the second time that you've seen but maybe don't remember so well.
Yep.
We did Halloween on there, and we're going to be doing Army of Darkness on there.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up. So lots of fun stuff on there if you want to see some more horror classics with us. Once again, that's patreon.com/punchupend. It's written on the bottom of the screen, and it's in the description below as well. But without further ado, Rosemary's Baby.
Hey, let's make love.
Pictures presents Mia Farrow in a William Castle production, Rosemary's Baby. Co-starring John Cassavettes, Ruth Gordon, Sidney Blackmer, Morris Evans, and Ralph Bellamy. Written for the screen and directed by Roman Polanski. From the best-selling novel by Ira Levin. Suggested for mature audiences.
All right, there it is. We have watched Roman Polanski's Rosemary's Baby.
Yes.
What's your initial reaction?
Well, I didn't realize it would connect to my love of witches.
Yeah, I figured you would enjoy that.
Yeah, because that's something I'm interested in, is the history of witches.
Yeah.
So I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. Pleasantly surprised by that.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Mm-hmm.
That movie's nuts.
For 68.
Yeah.
That thing landed like a bomb in 68.
Yeah, because that is not. I mean, I realize that most of like the 60s movies I've seen are like,
Right.
rom-coms.
Yeah, but I would say even the
James
horror,
Bond movies
But I would say even the horror of that era is, because this is a William Castle production.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. Not to plug our Patreon, but we're doing a Patreon series right now about William Castle movies. And I would say that's indicative of William Castle, Roger Corman, Vincent Price movies.
Yeah, so like that doesn't like seem like a 60s movie.
No, like you said, I think it really has more in common with today's like A24 movies.
Yeah, where I
talked about
whoa.
I think Jordan Peele takes a lot of influence
Yeah,
from
it
this
felt
movie.
like watching one of his movies. It was just like, yeah, this
David
is
Lynch.
very different than what
Yeah.
I've seen of 60s movies.
Well, I think this is one of the key movies in moving cinema forward.
That makes sense.
Towards new Hollywood.
Yeah.
Because they bring over Polanski. This was Polanski's first American film, or at least fully American produced. I don't know about Fearless Vampire Killers. That might have been anyway. But like he's the hot, weird director from Europe.
Yeah.
And so I think that's another key in this too. Is like here's a non-Hollywood guy making a non-Hollywood movie,
Yeah.
and then they're like, "Whoa, this made a lot of money." People are because I think this is also one of those movies. A little bit later, of course, The Exorcist would be like this too, where it's almost like people are almost just like, "Did you see it?"
Yeah, I could see that.
Did you
like,
go
yeah.
and experience it?
Do you know about Rosemary's Baby?
Yeah, I mean, I think Psycho was one of the first ones of like, and that was 60s, so that was a bit before this, but that was another one too, where it's like, can you believe it?
Yeah, I could see that.
It's almost like a
you
badge
gotta
of honor
know.
that you sat through it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
You saw it?
Yeah.
Because this was also a best-selling novel too, so obviously there was a lot of buzz around it from that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is definitely more in the creepy than scary realm. It's an unsettling movie.
It's unsettling.
And I would say that most of Polanski's movies are unsettling. Because I mean, you've seen Frantic, which is not supernatural, obviously, but is still unsettling. Most of his stuff isn't horror; it's thrillers.
Well, because for so long you just don't know what's going on. You just know, but like something's up.
And I was saying to you, I
Something's
think this is
weird.
one of those movies where a lot of horror fans bother me when they're just like, "Oh, nothing's happening."
Yeah.
But it's like, no, that's
They're
not.
building it.
Yeah, this movie is a real mood piece because this is 2 hours 15.
Mm-hmm.
But like it holds your attention.
Yeah.
It really
Because you are like, seriously, what's going on?
Yeah,
like,
and a
what
lot
is
of that
happening in
is
this apartment?
I think the visuals are just genius.
Yeah,
Every camera placement is incredible, and like you said, feels very modern.
it does.
It doesn't have that glossy Hollywood look.
No.
But it also doesn't have like the Cassavetes movies, which are very, very gritty.
No, it doesn't
look.
have that.
It's quite. I mean, Polanski definitely. There's a lot of Hitchcockian sort of choices in there.
Well, what's interesting is like they live in this very bright apartment.
Yeah.
Like she puts up all this beautiful wallpaper and they paint everything white, which is so different than the rest of the building, which is so dark.
And also, it's this whole idea too that like everything is a little off, right? Everything, but everyone's nice. But are they too nice? And are they hiding?
It's definitely too nice.
You know, that's something I love in horror and thrillers are like the people, the suburban or the norm, and then you dig underneath to find the dark
or the
darkness.
The husband being like, well, I don't want to go to a dinner party with them too. Well, no, they're our friends and we have to go visit them and you can't say they can't come over. And all of a sudden it's like, wait, what's going on with him? He wanted no part of that.
I think across the board, the performance in this are amazing. But yeah, that Cassavetes,
yeah,
that shift all of a sudden.
yeah,
But always Cassavetes is always playing this guy who is very much like, hey, I'm this guy. I'm a fun guy, like
yeah.
And then the more you start to be like, hey, I think that's kind of phony, man.
Yeah, like what's up with this guy?
Yeah, and the movie is. I think it's entirely from Rosemary's perspective, so we never see.
No, we don't see
what
characters
anyone is
without
off,
her.
and so like you talk about, like, hey, why did he suddenly change? What happened between here and
Yeah,
here?
like why is he into
And
this?
the movie is almost. I mean, it starts a little bit before she's pregnant, but it's mostly the 9 months of her pregnancy.
Yeah.
And so you also get this time passing sort of, and you're getting this, because the whole movie, you're like, is that weird? And then they're like, no, it's fine. It's just like, I guess it's fine. And we were talking about this as like, even maybe more than the actual movie Gaslight, is the ultimate gaslighting movie.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're just constantly telling this woman that, like, no, your pain is normal. And
it's all fine.
yeah, like what you're seeing
the
isn't
great Ralph
happening.
Bellamy
like,
as Dr. Saperstein.
Yeah, like you shouldn't be reading books on anything. Don't be looking anything up.
Yeah.
Because everything you read.
I mean, obviously you knew this was a horror movie and some of it, but like you were pretty quickly suspicious of everyone.
Yeah. Because everyone was just acting. Well, they're giving her weird shakes and cakes, and she's saying things taste weird, but they're like, hey, somebody made that for you.
Yeah, there's a lot of
So
shaming
be
for like the
grateful.
effort that anyone put in. Like, I didn't ask for it.
Yeah.
But someone took the time. So how about a little appreciation, honey?
Yeah, or like she doesn't want to see the doctor in there, and we're like, well, that'd be mean to him.
Yeah, I'd like.
You
Well,
can't
she
be
even just
rude
says,
to the
I'd like to go for
doctor."
a second opinion. You're like, whoa, wow, that really would be rude to Dr. Saperstein,
Yeah, like
wouldn't it,
think
if he
of
wouldn't
his feelings.
talk to young Charles Grodin.
Yeah,
in
it's
his
like
first
what?
movie. Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much like, hey, lady,
Yeah, and a lot of it has
be
to do with.
grateful.
There's also this one of the things I really clocked this time is this upper crust, like this whole idea about you go to Dr. Saperstein because all the socialites go to Dr. Saperstein.
Well, yeah, it's
and-
like nobody goes to Dr. Hill.
right. There's
He's
this
nobody.
There's this we live in this nice building with
Yeah.
these people who are everyone is wealthy.
Yeah.
And so it's like that's not how things are done.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that's a lot. And so I think a lot of that is playing on her. And clearly, like, Cassavetes' guy, her husband, is very image conscious and very
Yes.
much because his whole thing about he's an actor who's famous for commercials, but he wants to be like a great theater actor.
Yeah, he really wants fame.
He wants fame, but also fame of a certain kind. He wants fame and prestige.
Which obviously leads to him blinding a man.
Yes, you do come to discover that his rival has been struck blind.
Yeah.
And so he gets his part in a Broadway play, and we'll come to discover, of course, that was, yes, the work of
Yeah.
this coven. That
That's
he
how
has
much he wants that.
fallen
that
in
fame.
with. And I definitely think there's a, like, hey, because once again, this is all off screen, but there's definitely a, like, hey, man, we'll get you that part in the play, but, like, your wife's going to have Satan's baby.
Yeah. And they're like, hey, they didn't hurt you that bad.
Him at the Cassavetes at the end being like, look, it's not that bad if you think about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which you were very happy that she spit in his face.
Yeah, because it was like,
Yeah.
enough, man. Enough with this.
He is really trying to go like, well, really? Like, break it down. Was it that bad?
Well, and even at the end, they're like, hey, you should be thankful that, like, he chose you.
Of all the women
Out of all
on
the
earth,
women,
Satan picked you.
Satan picked you.
Yeah.
So,
I do like that moment, though. I do love always where they're just like,
Yeah.
lady,
yeah.
Satan picked you.
Satan picked you.
Like, we're all kind of jealous about it.
Yeah,
really.
like,
that's our guy. And he's like,
that's
her.
big.
I want Frank Sinatra's wife.
Yeah, that's big. This is big for you.
We talked about Frank Sinatra saying, don't do this movie because it's going to end our marriage. And then it did.
And then it did.
But then apparently it didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Or, I mean, it ended their marriage, but apparently they continue to hook up, as she loves to
Yeah.
tell us. I have my issues with Mia Farrow that I won't get into on here.
Yeah, we don't need to
because
get into
I
that.
don't need the comments.
No.
If you like Mia Farrow, and actually I always thought she was a very talented actress.
Yeah.
She's great, and she's great in this movie. And boy, she's such a perfect choice for this movie because she is just so. Even before they start making her sickly, she is just so frail and delicate a presence.
Yeah.
That you are like, oh no. That's why Zoe Saldana is a little bit of a weird choice for me.
She doesn't have that.
No, because you're like, she's going to roundhouse kick her husband.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Yeah.
Or at least that's what I think of. And I think she wanted to do that because it was different. But it is like, you're going to pull this shit on Lioness?
Yeah, that's just like, that
You're going to pull this shit on Gamora?
Yeah.
I don't think so. This is one of those movies that people are like, I don't like horror movies, but I do like Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah, I can see that.
Where it is like, no, that's just good art.
Yeah. Because it's not like jump scares.
But it is a horror movie. It's
yes.
literally about witches bringing about the birth of the child of Satan.
Yeah.
It doesn't get more horror movie than that.
Yeah, but I think because like you don't see a lot of stuff.
Well, this was the thing I was saying to you about
that is like, no, it's
the idea
not really
of the
horror.
sequel where she's now raising like young adult Adrian.
Yeah.
Is a little bit like, what does that kid look like? Because they make a big deal in this movie not to show you
there's something
the
with
baby.
his eyes.
It's all,
He's got his father's eyes.
It's a great line, and it's all in that Mia Farrow reaction, which is amazing. And Polanski knows them. Nothing he could show you would be as scary as what you're thinking she's looking at.
Yeah.
It's a classic example of a kind of subtlety that is, I'm not going to say across the board, but is oft missing from modern horror movies.
Yeah.
They want to show
and
you
they say it almost probably like, hey, he's got his father's eyes.
He's got his father's eyes, yeah. Oh, man. The switch from, because I love the moment at the end when she walks in and everybody's there and you said it looks like a birthday party. I'm like, well, it is. It's like this, like, it's a baby, like, welcoming the baby and stuff like that. And everybody's in their ties and dresses and they're all having cocktails.
They got gifts.
They got a guy taking pictures.
Yeah. Oh my God, the guy taking pictures.
But then it hard shifts to them all shouting, "Hail Satan!"
Oh my
and you're
gosh.
like, oh my God.
They just
they're
go
all
like,
nuts.
They just go all
They're
in.
all pure evil.
Yep.
And they're bringing about the Antichrist, basically.
Yeah,
we will get to the Omen at some point. We'll push that down the road so we're not just living in satanic, So let's see what else. I mean, so yeah, a lot of this movie is in the build-up, and I definitely feel like this thing got its hooks in you.
Yeah, I genuinely was like, what is happening? What are these people doing?
Yeah, and
I'm creeped out by everyone.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed in Charles Grodin. And
yeah, Charles Grodin, like I said, Charles Grodin's obviously not part of the coven.
No.
But
he's not at the party.
Is just 1968. This woman's hysterical, and I better call her doctor and husband.
Yeah.
Because she's acting cray-cray.
Well, even not him, but her husband says to her, like, you had
prenatal like hysteria.
Something. Yeah, like it's something where like women just go hysterical.
That's actually my personal favorite is the attempt to just be like, can we just spin this whole thing and go, no, none of it happened. Like because they tell her she lost the baby, and they go like they sedate her, and then when she comes to, they're like, honey, you were rambling about witches and stuff.
Yeah.
Look, hey, it's not your fault. It's a thing that happens.
Yeah. It's a thing where women just go hysterical.
Yeah, you went a little cuckoo. And Cassavetes really trying to commit to that
Yeah,
bit.
like, oh boy.
But then she hears the baby crying, and I love they're all like, I don't hear a baby anywhere.
And then they're like having her like pump milk.
Yeah.
And then going like, oh, we're just throwing it out.
And then I like the beat where she's going to put the dirty spoon in, and the woman's like, oh, don't do that. And she's like, why? Was it? It's like, it's a
what
mess.
Was her name, like Louisa?
Yeah.
Is the worst.
Louisanne, I think it is.
At hiding that she's in a
She's
coven.
the nicest of the bunch, and yes, the worst.
And it's just like, get
your cut. Laura Louise.
Laura Louise is just like, wait, but then is very annoyed at the end with Rosemary because like she really was like, I take care of the baby, and they're like, well, but her mom's here now, and you're not doing it right, and she's like, ugh.
Well, I do really like when Roman, the old man, comes over and just goes, it would be better if you raised him. They're old. That's old. Not the way to do it.
Yeah, they're too old.
And it leaves you on this haunting ending of like,
yeah,
because they do even say, they're like, look, you don't have to join us.
Yeah, you
don't have to like serve Satan.
You just like
that's
be
our
mom.
choice. But you can just be a mom to this kid, and what it grows up to be.
Well, it's also like when we talk about like people being in like abusive relationships, and they like try to like isolate them.
Yes.
And you see him do that like with her female friends. Of
they're all bitches.
They're all bitches. He's trying to like push his way into the conversation that she's having with them when they're like, "Hey, you shouldn't be in pain. People should be listening to you. You need a different doctor."
Well,
they're really trying to like give her good advice, and
Yeah.
he's like, "They're just bitches,
They're
and we're not listening to
It's
them."
interesting to see because I think the character of Rosemary is really well written in that she is a smart, competent woman as much as you were allowed to be in 1968.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you're watching this almost like psychological chess game between her and Cassavetes, where she will make moves where you're like, "Ooh, that's smart," and then he's countered that in some way, right?
Yeah.
So she's like, "I'll have all of our friends over and not invite the weird old people that you like to hang out with." And then he's like, "Keep those bitches out of here."
Yeah.
You know, so it is this thing about like she keeps trying to, and then he like puts the stuff. "Oh no, I'm still feeling that pain. Dr. Saperstein says that's normal. Well, why am I still feeling it months later? I'm going to go to Charles Grodin. Oh, the pain stopped."
Yeah.
And you can just feel like she makes a move, they make a move against her, and it's very well done. We were also talking about not only how modern it feels in terms of its pacing and visual, but how modern it feels in its themes. It really is this movie about even beyond an abusive relationship, just this way women are gaslit, not listened to.
Yeah.
It's like I said, I'm sure there's been feminist like theory pieces written about.
Well, I mean,
this
a
movie.
Major complaint,
Even though it's based on a book by a man, written and directed by a man.
Yeah, I mean, a major complaint still by women today is that doctors don't listen to us.
100%.
They don't take our pain seriously.
I mean,
they dismiss us.
Like, I am actually quite shocked this wasn't written by a woman.
It is odd for the like specific things it brings up that like, yeah, that's a major problem that women
men that
still
made this
have.
Movie. Like I said, it's all and then Castle producing. So it's all but there's something in this story about it. I mean, in some ways, to get real, like lofty film school, this movie's kind of about the horror of being a woman. Period.
Yeah.
The horror of pregnancy, the horror of not being listened to, the horror of choosing the wrong partner.
Yeah.
All that stuff. The idea that like the authority figures in your life are working against you in some capacity. The idea that even other women are working against you, as is the case with Ruth Gordon and her Academy Award winning performance. She's amazing. I said I love Ruth Gordon. She's also from Harold and Maude, which is one of my all-time favorite movies. Have you seen Harold and Maude?
No.
Okay, we do need to watch that. It's not a horror movie at all.
So did they kill that first woman because the devil rejected her?
Oh, the old woman?
No, like the young, who she met in the laundry room.
Oh, yes, I think so.
That like she wasn't good enough for the devil.
Yes, I think that was probably the case. They were perhaps grooming her to be that, and then he was like, "Pass.
Yeah.
I like a really pretty face."
Yeah, he's like, "No thanks."
Yeah.
I also like that they're all wearing these necklaces that just stink.
Yeah, and then
that everyone's like, "Oh, you smell bad."
Yeah, because there's that great moment where she's at Dr. Saperstein's office, and the receptionist is like, "Oh yeah, that necklace. I'm glad you got rid of it. It smelled a lot like Dr. Saperstein."
Yeah,
and that's when you're like, "Oh no." The other thing this movie has, low key, because it's not a traditional one, but I love a paranoia conspiracy thriller.
Yeah, and this
movie definitely has that vibe of like, oh God, everyone's in on this thing.
They're all in on it.
That's one of my favorite kinds of movies. One of my favorite feelings in a movie is that like, and you, they're all in on it. Yeah, that realization that yes, and even Grodin, who's not in on it, is just the societal thing.
Yeah, is still
this is
helping.
1968 society is really helping them inadvertently with this like. Oh, yeah, well, nobody's going to believe this woman. And the one guy who did believe, we'll fucking kill him.
Yep.
Get him out of here.
They got rid of the friend.
They got rid of the one guy who, is he gay-coded?
Hutch?
Yeah. I've always taken it and I think that's supposed to be part of it a little bit, right? Is also he's an outsider to a certain extent.
Yeah, that could be it.
And has a totally platonic relationship with her because he's also friends with the other woman.
Yeah.
And he writes stories for boys.
Yeah, they do say that he writes stories for boys.
I think they made him as gay coded as 1968 was going to let.
Yeah.
But I definitely think he's supposed to, and so I think that's a little bit a part of it too, though, is like he's the guy who starts doing the research because he too is an outsider in society.
When they're at the party,
that may just be my read. I don't know.
But there's also something at the part where they say like, "Oh, Rob and Leo will be here later," and I'm like, "Oh, is that like a gay? Do they have like a gay couple friend?"
Well, because they're
which
definitely
would make sense because they're in the theater world.
100%. And when you meet their young friends, they're all like
they're very hip.
They're very hip. Not hippie, but like
no, not hippie.
Hip New York, artsy.
Yes, very artsy.
So the idea that there would be a gay couple and there's a guy smoking a joint and like they're all just like, hey man, it's all cool.
I was annoyed with them because they just like trashed they left so much garbage,
which I think is
and like did not clean up after themselves.
I don't,
and I was like, what the hell?
He doesn't call this out, but I think that's yet another like I expect Cassavetes to be like, well, you know who doesn't do that? Our nice neighbors.
Our nice neighbors, they don't make a mess.
Right. In fact, they give us chocolate mousse or chocolate mouse, as she said.
She calls it chocolate mouse.
Yeah.
You ate that mouse.
Yeah, because you get to
what?
You get to that.
I also thought it was interesting because she has that necklace that smells bad, and he's like, I don't think it smells that bad, and I was like, that's weird. Everyone says it stinks.
Because he's either lying or he's literally under the spell of the coven.
Because that was weird. It was like, huh, that's odd.
Because he's
like, oh, it's not that bad.
He's not a Satanist, I don't think.
He's just using them to advance his career.
Right, which is the classic deal with the devil thing, right?
Like,
I mean, that's
they're
the thing
getting me the fame that I want.
He's like, if I can get what I want, hey man, sure, have the devil's kid.
And he's just he just isn't bothered.
He has no
other
interest in the devil taking over the world. I don't think he gives a shit as long
as he is famous and Donald is not.
Poor Donald.
Donald really gets screwed.
And like his life is shit too. Not only is he blind, but he's like, as they talk about, he's not handling it.
Yeah, like he's really not doing well.
And when she calls him, and he's like, I only broke 6 glasses.
Yeah,
today.
He's really not doing well.
It's a disaster for Donald. He's not living a daredevil
Even though
life.
he does seem to have like a nice woman who's living with him.
Yeah, but he seems like the guy who's just like, why do you even stay with me?
Yeah, probably.
I'm blind.
Yeah, probably.
I am not Val Kilmer in At First Sight.
Or Chris Pine in Blind Dating.
Oh, Jesus.
Anybody?
Oh,
nobody?
My God.
Okay.
That's one of those movies that he made before but came out after Star Trek.
Yeah.
And then it was like, from Star Trek.
Star Trek,
and
Chris
you're like,
Pine.
Oh, some piece of shit he would
it's
never
not
do.
Good.
Now that he's Captain Kirk.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's not good.
No, that's a distinct, like, you got him at the exact last moment. He would sign on
never
to a piece
would
of
have
crap
done that
like
again.
this.
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
All right, yeah.
Yep.
No, sorry. He's got a big old franchise now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Much like the Rosemary's Baby franchise.
The Rosemary Baby franchise.
Like I said, this is a real
Rosemary Baby trilogy.
This is a real distinct. There's nowhere to go, you guys.
No, that movie did not feel like it would have a sequel.
I can't even imagine what that
had an ending.
I was only vaguely aware that existed, and the title.
The title's hilarious.
Ruth Gordon does come back.
Oh.
She's the only one that comes back because it's Patty Duke as Rosemary.
Okay.
Because, and no offense to the great Patty Duke, TV.
Yeah.
She's a TV person.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
That's fine, but
nothing wrong with that.
Oh, and George Maharis is guy. That adds up. And Ray Milland is Roman. Oh, okay. These are all good actors, but would be the TV version of this cast. I mean, Maharis was a movie star at one point, and Milland was a movie star at one point.
Oh.
Stephen McHattie plays Adrian, who is an actor you would know probably if you saw him. But yeah, anyway. But yeah, I don't...
We're not recommending it.
Yeah, a now adult Adrian must cope with the fact that he's Satan's son. And I think he's like fighting against it or something like that.
I assumed that's what it was about.
The author did write a sequel, but it has nothing to do with that TV movie they made.
Oh.
Which I did not know that there is a sequel.
I didn't know that.
I've never read the book. I probably should.
Then you can read the sequel.
Yeah, I don't know what the sequel is. Rosemary's Baby by Ira Levin is the author of the book. And like I said, apparently this is considered one of the most faithful adaptations.
Okay.
Son of Rosemary is he wrote it in 1997 though, so
it's not look what happened
yeah
to Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah. Now I see. The TV miniseries adapted both books. The Zoe Saldana. So when it was 2 parts, it was okay. Because I was trying to figure out how. It's not a particularly long book. Rosemary's
that
Baby.
makes more sense.
Yeah, so they did it as both.
Okay.
I don't think it was well thought of, the second book. And so, yeah, Son of Rosemary.
Oh, boy.
Apparently, and it picks up 30 years later.
Oh.
Yeah. It received pans from critics.
Oh, no.
It always screams to, especially when you're doing it that long later, that does feel a little bit like, well, Daddy's got to pay the bills.
Yeah, like, did you really have an idea?
Let's see what Rosemary's up to.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's interesting that Polanski, I don't know if he ever expressly makes a horror movie again.
Oh, this was it.
He
was like, I'm going to...
He continues to make thrillers, but I don't know that he ever dealt... I'm forgetting The Ninth Gate. He goes back to satanic stuff.
The Ninth Gate?
Ninth Gate with Johnny Depp.
Oh, I think I kind of know what that is.
Where he's a rare bookseller who discovers a book that can summon Satan.
Oh.
That
is the risk you take as a rare bookseller.
It's true, but I would say that's probably as close. I mean, his Macbeth is definitely horror tinged, and
you can with Macbeth.
Yeah, and I would say he leans into a lot of that. But I would say something like Frantic, or I mentioned The Ghost Rider. He made a comedy called Carnage that is very interesting. It's based on a play called God of Carnage.
Oh yeah, I have heard of that.
Yeah. With Christoph Waltz, the movie.
Yeah.
He's an interesting dude. I'll leave it at that. Anything else you want to say about this movie? I know you love some of the 60s fashion.
I did like the 60s fashion.
Because you do like this era quite a bit.
Yeah, I loved her fuzzy blue slippers.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the stuff Mia Farrow wears in this movie. Let me ask you this. What'd you think of her hair? Because obviously a lot is made about her hair. A lot was made about her hair in reality.
I don't think it's that weird to me because, women do have pixie cuts now.
And I think it actually looks good on her with her facial features. And
I'm someone where it's like, I would never
like we talked about it really either, but boy, she comes back with that, and Cassavetes is
he's
all
so
over
mean
her.
to her.
But I think that's another, how dare you? I need my wife to look a certain way.
Yeah, you look awful.
Ugh! He is ugh!
Well, I said I kept getting annoyed with him because he kept going listen, I know I'm self-absorbed, but I'm gonna change, and then he would never change, and he would just apologize.
I mean,
again. I was like, "You're the
is not the
worst."
ultimate self-absorbed. I will help bring about the Antichrist
for my own
acting
gain.
career.
Yeah.
I mean,
100%.
Really speaks to because he doesn't want to be the Yamaha guy anymore.
Terrible husband.
Because he did Yamaha motorcycle commercials.
Yeah, that's how they made all the money.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
What an ass.
That's Rosemary's Baby. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah. I didn't actually realize it was 2 hours. When you said that, I was like,
2 hours,
that was
15.
2 hours and 15 minutes?
Yeah. It cooks. Yeah. It's a really well-paced, really well-done movie. It really, and talk about holding up. That thing will always be a classic. I feel like it's one of those that's just going to be, Polanski. To me, obviously, because of just my personal preference, I'm a Chinatown guy if I'm picking my favorite Polanski. Because
not surprised.
That's about a detective in the 1940s.
This had no detective, so.
No, then that's, I will say, that is also a conspiracy movie in a much different way, of course. Because I know you haven't seen that. We're going to have to watch that.
Haven't seen that.
Yeah. I don't think you've seen a lot of young Jack.
No.
I mentioned to you, one of the interesting pieces of trivia was he was suggested for this movie, Nicholson, to play the Cassavetes part. But Polanski said he was too obviously sinister. But then it's interesting that 5 years later, Polanski will choose him to be the star of Chinatown.
I mean, I do agree with that. You immediately would have been like, oh, her husband's going to be
Jack's in with the devil. Because I was saying to you, that's one of the things that King has a problem with.
Yeah, that you're just
Shining,
no, you know
this
guy's
this
gonna
guy's
go nuts.
about to kill everybody before the movie even starts.
Yeah, he just has that vibe.
Yeah, that was why when King did it on his own, he picked Steven Weber.
Yeah, who just seems like a dude.
Which I will say, regardless of the success of that adaptation, I think Weber's great in it, and I think that choice made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's gonna wrap up this month's episode of the Horror Shelf. Speaking of Stephen King, as I said before, we are starting a whole what we're calling the Summer of King.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be all three June, July, and August will be Stephen King adaptations of. I tried to pick ones that are different flavors of him a little bit.
Okay.
So we'll get we'll get the dog. We'll get some different. Well, I try not to make promises on this anymore because schedules shift, stuff like that. But next month's movie might be about a killer dog. I don't know.
That
we'll
could
see.
be anything.
But we are
that
definitely
could be Beethoven.
we are definitely doing 3 Stephen King adaptations. For the summer, and we'll talk about what King thinks of them because he definitely shares his opinions.
He does not hide his opinion.
He hates The Shining, man.
Yes,
God,
some authors would be like, well, it's their thing. That's not Stephen King.
I think he's cooled a little bit, but right out the
New
gate,
book just came out about Stephen King.
Oh yeah, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, she's the first author to get access to Stephen King's archives.
Fascinating. I will definitely have to check that out.
Yeah.
But of course, if you want to watch these movies along with us, I'll remind you again to check out our Patreon page, patreon.com/punchupend. It's at the bottom of the screen, and it's in the description below. But I think that's going to do it. Until next time, I'm John Campbell.
I'm Kinsey Campbell.
Stay scared.